Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Mike, get the flag. 65.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off play action. Love. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
On the ready. Mike 29. Watch the pass. Yo. Ringo. 29 is Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Room to run past midfield. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready up. 52, Mike 52. Look at me. Score. On the ball. Go.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Check, check. Lucky. Watch safety creep. Pilot, 64, weak. Safety creeping. Shoot.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Bang. Hard.
Balaj. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. You ain't doing that today.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And now it's 2nd down.
On the set. Mike 52. I'm here all day. Hey, check 24. What's 24? Rock it. Showing it. Fair. Check. Yep. 43. Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Down. 70. Indy. Come on. Hey, wahoo. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Gone. Screen. Watch the screen. Out.
Glennon. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Breida. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here's 2nd and 8.
That's
complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now it's Breida, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight right there.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is Breida. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2nd down and inches. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Glennon. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Leo.
He'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Look at me. Go. Squeeze. He's crashing. Get it.
2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 11-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
At the 16-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
29 is green. 29. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
2nd and 5. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Rock it. Switch.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Stay with your man. 44 is Mike, 44 is Mike. Check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Recon, 132 fighter. Undercross. Go.
They run it with Balaj, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Check. Whip. Hey, Sam off. Tighten up. Fight.
He'll look to throw. But he's got Snead. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ready. 52, Mike, 52. Watch the call. Roll out. Spot. No. Hey, switch gears. Look at me. Zipper. Ready.
Now Balaj. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
Let's go.
Again, it's Balaj. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 60 or 44. Twist. Hey, high 7. 44 is Mike. Leo. Switch it. Look at me. Go. Check.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On the run, it's Pumphrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 50, Mike, 50. Go. Go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush out.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he finds Parker here, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 56 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, right 52. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hard. Hard. Hey, let's get there. Hey, lock it. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Rock it. Rock it.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got Fitzgerald. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
choosing Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, hey, watch this. Watch it. Kill, kill, kill. Leo. Kill. Turn up.
Shot. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Glennon. Snead's got it. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A game of 9 brings up 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's checking. Crash. Check 5.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Glennon now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Look at me. Score. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Right back to him on 1st down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It'll be Love to try and get the 1st. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
At the 2-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
6-6, pull it high. Hard. Lucky. Watch safety creep. Safety.
Going to give it to Love. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
General West. Hey, left 3. Hey, lock it. Rock it. Check. Fresno.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
McMillan on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tucker's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Going deep here for Parker. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, If you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Orbit. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Here we go. You're out. Here we go. Deuce. 25. Leo. Check 50, check 50. 5.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Check out. Hot. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Go. Joker. Look. Squeeze.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Hard. Get some penetration here. Hey, lock it. Wide. Get wide. Watch twist.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Jim. Check it out, Reed. Check three. We two jet bombers. Bravo. Stand. Come on, QB, come on. Go. Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Go out. Quick, quick. Watch the wicket.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.